Look over here, just killing it. So, not selling it. You do you. I think we are pretty far from the 50. So as long as we're respecting this trend line, you're holding that trade or however you want to manage. I know you got the super trend and some other things, but I'm not selling
But
this.
ATM is on it though, so I don't have to worry about it. All I worry is to push the buy or sell button. That's all.
Are you managing on 1 hour or 4 hour?
4 hours.
4 hour. Again, it takes away a lot of the drama, doesn't it? It takes away.
Yeah, the heartbeat, the anxiety, it's out the window.
That trader's fatigue is completely gone, yeah.
No, it's gone, man. It's gone. It's gone.
Hey, I tried to manage on the 4 hour with some of the copier stuff. People don't like it. People like have major heart attacks. I'm like, why? We're good. Like everything is good. Everything is good. But they
Well,
can't handle that.
just like a kid has to grow to an adult, you have to grow into the higher time frame.
True. Very true. I wish I could tell them that. They would be very offended if I said that.
Well, the
Yeah, well, it's
bigger
interesting.
issue is, if you're going to have an initial drawdown, you're sitting longer in drawdown. And some people just cannot handle that.
Yes.
What would you prefer, to win later or lose early?
Oh, see, I love that you said that. I'm gonna go put that in that chat too because I think so many of them just want to win or lose right now. They're forgetting that the idea is it does not matter what happens right now. Like literally zero impact. Your only care is at the end of the month, you're up or down, right? Ideally up. And for the most part, you will be up at the end of every month. But they want it right now so much. They're micromanaging so many decisions. They're beating themselves up. Like it's crazy. Would you
That's the
rather?
same thing what's going on with the copier. Based off of what I keep hearing you say, it seems to be the normal consensus, especially for those who may not be as much tenured or maybe have a smaller amount of money on the line or just attached to whatever money that they have physically in there, is, they're not literally doing the set and forget. Even when you have tools like the copier or, the ATM, obviously utilizing and leveraging that, pretty much like you've done your part, you've entered the trade, now let everything else in. And then when you have a manager, a lot of people don't even have a manager. So that should, if you're there mentally, that should be easy. You should pretty much be able to just go out and, live life and then just come back, especially on the 4 hour. There's only what, 6 candles within a day. So if you want to check it off, and if you're going to micromanage it, then you should only be checking at least 4 hours at minimum every 4 hours. Other than that, you should be just coming in once or twice a day, or like when Jetty does her 4 hour markups that she's been doing, or even anything in class. It's a long-term play. And unless you're not taking multiple entries, then check maybe once or twice within the week. So that's sort of the thing, the dilemma that people have to eventually graduate from. And then that changes a lot of things. And then also, like Scott said, that was a very valid point. The higher time frames isn't always going to be from everybody. So if you're somebody that you just know that you can't take it and you're going to go in and you're going to dabble with it and mess around with it, you may kill yourself a bunch of times because you're not allowing the time frame to play out. Each time frame has its own story, and you have to let them do their diligence and let the time play out for the trade to do its thing.
And
Yeah.
some people are going to feel at peace in a higher time frame, and some people are going to feel at peace in a low time frame.
Oh, fair. Very fair.
And
Right.
Not
kind of
only
have to get to where you are comfortable in your own skin and whatever you're trading.
Yeah,
very.
at first I wasn't comfortable with the higher time frames, and I think it was largely because of limited capital. If you have, say, $1,000 you're trading, you're risking 10%. You don't want to wait, what, 2-3 weeks to get $10. But if you have 100,000, you can wait 2-3 weeks to get $3,000.
There. That I think
So
that's a topic that we don't talk about often is that a lot of people are undercapitalized. So they're undercapitalized, and that's one of their decision-making processes that they're trying so hard to like now. Because $2 isn't very much. Trying to explain to people that look, 1% of $500 is what? $5, right? So 2 whole percent risking 2% is only $10 on a $500 account. It's not actually that much. It's really not, but people don't see that. They don't understand that concept. So
no, so if you risk the 2% on a bigger account, you see it's substantial. You can even pay a mortgage after 2-3 weeks if you're risking 2% of 100K. But 2% of $500, what is it? And it plays in your emotional capital. It messes with you. Oh, if I keep doing this, how long am I going to make 10K, 20K if I have to do this. But once the capital is there, you don't even worry because only one trade in 2, 3, you just keep it moving.
Having too little capital, the big issue with that is that people are trying to live on it, which is ridiculous.
Yes.
So what you look at, if you have a small amount of capital and you want to trade with live capital, what you do is you work on becoming the best trader you can with that, with stable gains on your account. Once you've proven that you have the stable gains, you can go past challenges. You can do what you need to do to attract money. The money will come to you if you can trade your account well.
Yeah.
That means not
Yeah.
taking too much risk and going for gains that are sustainable.
Yeah, my 100K account, like I posted, I now just risk 0.25% on a 100K account, and it gets anywhere from $400 to $800 a day.
So that, ready? As you get bigger, don't get me wrong, a compounding challenge is fun from time to time, a couple hundred, couple $1,000s if you have that disposable income. But in general, and actually the same guy who's selling the bajillion-dollar EA access, which underperforms what I'm doing, by the way. Either way, he did say something that was very wise. He was like, look, the bigger you get, the smaller the gains that you're going for every day. Honestly, 5 or 10% a month is life changing. Remember, Wall Street is not hitting that, not consistently year after year. If you can average 5 or 10% a month, obviously it's not very much on $500. But as you continue to fund and to build your capital, as you continue to gain in your skill set, you get 10% a month. Your life is changed in a few years if you're continuously investing and you're in maintaining that average 5 to 10%. It's crazy. It's absolute insanity.
Well, and Wall Street touts 10% per year as being life-changing, and it is if you start young and you're in it for the long haul. You can do very well at 10% per year if you start young. And you have to be willing to, wait that amount of time before you have your large amount of capital. But 5 to 10% per month is absolutely life-changing in not too long a period of time.
It is. I wish people would know that.